Am I living the American dream? I got two eyes, try to see the way the world turned. What happened to me? It's not exactly what I thought it would be. I got my house on a little piece of land. This is the place I'm gonna take my stand. But I keep living on dreams. One thing I know, that's the way it's gotta be. Am I living the American dream? I keep searching for that dream of me, hoping someday that I will see myself in American dream.
Oh, hell yeah. Oh, baby, we're back. I'm glad y'all are here with me, baby. That's right, baby. Live 3 times a week. Can't you fucking dig it? Tune in every chance you get. Anyway, Irene Lambert was the first one to jump in, followed by Ultrafly. And Vernon Salone, Penny Hartleman, Christina Sanchez, Doug Sane, John Mittler's here. New to this, getting to be an old hand. Trudy Bacter's here. Helen Hernandez, Adina Michael, Gordon Marble's here. Let me see, Rebecca Kimball, thank you for being here. Dorothy Tyndall, thank you, darling. Let me see, Doreen Dickinson. Boy, howdy. Some new names there. Demetrius Cephas. Dwayne's Music is here. Thank goodness. Bunny Griffin's here. Let me get this dragged here. Susan Forsepi. Uncle Fatty. Share this shiz. Anyway, Jorge Tire Biters in the crowd out there. I'm glad everybody's here, baby. It's another day in paradise, ain't they what they say? Yeah. Let me say, before I forget, I got mail from Laura, and I believe she is I think she's in Michigan. There was no return address, just a note from her in a letter that I've thoroughly enjoyed. She's concerned about the future and whose hands our future is in. And as always, it's in the youth. And baby, anyway, she sent me some bookmarks here that have a nice saying: the brightest stars are those who shine for the benefit of others. Baby, I think that's what we're doing. And I'm proud to be in that number. And hey, I think there's a song about that. Anyway, I didn't want to let the day go by without letting you know that last show I called out the dangerous one, Daryl. He sent me a card, and it was downstairs in my thing. It's a turtle. It's a beautiful card from Hawaii, and he wrote some stuff in there. I don't know, some kind of vegetation in there or something. I don't know what it is. Anyway, it's Thursday, baby, and it's been a busy one, evidently. We've seen so much change here in the last 24 hours since Tom Homan came on the picture, and everything is just going to come out rainbows and unicorn farts and everything. I don't trust it, baby. I don't trust it. I want their ass out of there. I don't want them out of every fucking city in the United States. ICE needs to shut its ass down. They've been an assault on this country long enough, And I'm glad to see Mr. Bonfino considering retirement. Are you shitting me? He ought to be in jail. He ought to be charged, along with the officer that dragged Alex out in the street and the 2 officers that shot. There should be some charges coming, but hey, it's under investigation. Not by the state where it happened. Yeah, we'll see how that goes. Anyway, without further ado, let's get on with the show. Boy, howdy, I had a race to get here. Talk about coming in at the last minute. Hi, Miss Chick.
Sorry about that. I
There
wasn't
you
looking at
go.
the screen.
How you doing, darling?
I'm trying to slow down, trying to get my my brain to catch up with my body because it needs to sit still for a minute.
Yeah, let me know how you do that. I could use the
Yeah.
advice.
That rushing around at the last minute stuff. If I get my
Yeah.
volume where I can hear you. Come here, volume. There we go.
Oh, yeah, I hear that. I hear the tone of that sigh. Boy, howdy shit.
So much. I mean, on the way home, I was listening to NPR and they were trying to interview Ron Johnson. I just wanted to reach through the speaker and slap him. And then I got home and he was on TV too. It's like,
What's he
Dave.
running his mouth about?
Just that, our brave boys that at the border and we got to do this and we got to
Yeah.
do that. And it's a disgrace to defund them and blah, blah. Shut up. Just shut up.
Just shut up. Just slap him. Just what
Yes.
that's what you want to do.
Wanted to slap him.
Just slap him. Just shut the fuck
And
up.
the part that really, it isn't so much that he has an opinion, although I don't believe it's his own organic
Oh
opinion
no.
at all. But
No,
they
it's been
don't,
fertilized a bit.
right? When they're being interviewed, they do not let the other person actually ask a question. And when they do actually get to slip a question in, they do everything but answer the question.
I don't know who it was today, and it might be who you're talking about. I was in the car traveling, and I'm listening to CNN on the radio, and they're interviewing some guy, and you can't shut his mouth up. You can't shut him up, and it's all propaganda bullshit, propping Donnie
Yeah.
up in every way
All the
possible.
same dribble.
Oh,
Yeah.
the recycled bullshit that
I
we've
think
heard.
they go to class to learn how to not
Do they?
have
You
it
reckon
take a
they got a
breath.
class?
Yeah, they got a class. I think
They
so.
got a script, man. I'm telling you.
Oh,
Well, this
well, they do
country
have script.
is slowly sliding into the tubes, baby.
Well, that's what
His
Stephen
team,
Miller used to do, right? Speech
Yeah,
writing.
right.
He used to do that. So he writes the scripts
Yeah,
for him. I'm
Stephen
sure
Miller.
he does.
talk about a waste of
Yeah.
humanity.
Get me started.
Yeah, I'm telling you. And he's the
But I wanted to-
Trump whisperer. He's the guy in
Yeah.
Trump's ear all the time.
Trump doesn't like you to say that. Though. It's, he's a man of his own volition. He's the one making all of it. Yeah, right. Right. You know better.
Sure, we all believe that.
Let me just look behind you and see whose hand is up your ass today.
Today.
Yeah.
Today, because it changes,
Today.
daily.
It does.
Depends.
They take
Well, it
turns.
depends on how
You
much
can always-
money is in that hand.
You can
How much
always
attention?
stand to have your
If
hand
they
up there
shove a
for
lot
so
of money
long.
up his ass, well, he'll pay attention. He'll do that. Right now, we're in the middle of another big distraction. Fulton County, Georgia. We're going to get to the bottom of the 2020 election. There was fraud, and he really was. Oh, the
gosh.
bullshit.
I'm sorry.
I'm-
Did they still have those records?
This has something to do with the midterms. This has
Oh,
something to
it
do with the
does.
midterms. Yes, it does.
And again,
what
I've
the
been
hell is
saying-
Tulsi Gabbard doing there?
Look
What-
at your state. What is your state legislation doing right now? I mean, check out your
Oh.
representatives and senators in your state. What are they talking about? What are they doing about voting? Are they trying to strip it down, pare it down, make more rules?
Come up
be
with some
aware.
other bullshit, another hoop for you to jump through?
Yep,
You know,
yep. Because it's happening all over. They're coming up with all sorts of fun things.
that's what it's going to be
Um,
about, purging the voter rolls as much as they can.
Yep,
I don't
that's
know
one
what
of
I
them.
don't know what they're thinking they're gonna prove down in Fulton County.
And
what the hell? What is that?
I was just to distract myself today. I was listening to a podcast that's called what is it called? Oh shoot! It's about different things that happen at national parks. National Park After Dark, I think they call it, and
Right.
it's crime or murders or mysteries of like somebody disappeared, what happened, that kind of thing.
Right.
And the one that I was
Damn.
listening to today actually happened out in it might have been Texas. Um, but it would have been in like the late 1890s
Oh
or
Lord.
thereabouts. Yeah. And so it wasn't really a national park yet, but the area that it happened in is now a national park.
Right.
So it counts. But she's leading up to explaining the characters in the story, and this, of course, we know that cattle and cattle rustling, I'm sorry, and things like that, fighting
Right.
over who got to graze where, and
Yeah.
people
Range wars.
stealing cattle and putting other brands on
All
them,
the
and
bad
stuff like that.
guys are out there. Yeah.
Right. And so they were talking about this one particular man. He's the one that goes missing,
Right.
but he had gotten was it, I don't know if it was sheriff. I don't know. There was something where he got elected, right? And the other person that he was running against, blah blah blah, who's kind of the one they think killed him.
Boy, howdy.
There's that. But they were talking about the election itself, not to get away from that. Well, just push the story about what happened. He died. They just never found him. But they were talking about how they were cheating at the polls, and someone was calling it rigged. And did it? I'm like, really? 1896? This has happened before. Many, many times in history. Many. Yeah. Nothing new here, folks. Nothing new.
Nothing new. That a
Yeah.
shame.
They'll do
Boy, that a
anything.
Yeah. Yeah. There's no limit to their shit of what
There
they're willing
isn't,
to
and
do
it
for
goes
him.
way back, and it still continues to this day. There's same attitude and same mentality. But John, did
Yeah.
you know?
I
Did you know that
not
there's
know.
there's some
Go
good
ahead.
stuff going to happen?
Well, of course, there's going to be good stuff. There's always
There
got to
is.
be good stuff, right?
And yep, and if you're ready, if you're ready to go out there, stomp around and protest, that's a good thing. If not, there's other things you can do. But January
Always.
30th, that is tomorrow. It's kind of quick, but it's the national shutdown. This is something you can do at home.
Yeah.
Just
No,
don't
no
go
effort at
anywhere.
all. Don't have to
Don't
spend
do
no
anything.
gas. Yeah. Don't
Nope.
have to hold a sign. Nothing.
Don't spend money. Don't work. Just stay home. And a lot of I think
I could do that.
schools, the high schools, are doing their thing where they might walk out of their classroom at a certain point during the day and be
That's
outside.
part of Laura's letter there that I got today. Talked about the youth, the ones that are going to
Yeah.
inherit this. You know,
And
and
just
that's
a caution there, though, if you see them out in front of their school, don't join them. Don't join them on the property. That's kind of a no-no. But if they decide to move away from the school and march down in downtown, go ahead and join them.
yes,
Um,
yes.
yeah.
If you get an opportunity to use your voice, do that.
Well, and
You'll
you can
walk
do that
away
on
feeling
January
good.
31st also. That is an ice out of everywhere. And just, get your
Sounds
sign,
like a
grab
good
your
idea.
buddies.
That's a
Yep.
good idea.
Ice out of everywhere. February 17th is a Tuesday, and it's specifically a Tuesday because that's impeach, convict, remove, defund, and that's where you go to your congressperson's office
Oh.
and talk to them, let them know how you feel.
Indeed.
February 27th and 28th is Friday and Saturday. They're having a March for Democracy in DC. I still don't know the exact start and stop time on that. They have a little more time to get us that info. March 8th is a Sunday. That's Women's Day. And again, that's to be determined yet also, but I assume it's going to be a march.
Right.
And March 28th. They just announced No King's
No
Day.
Kings.
March.
Reba
Yep.
just put
March
that in there.
28th.
I've seen that. Nationwide No Kings protest on
But
March 28th.
the nearest one besides Friday and Saturday is Sunday, February 1st. That's a vigil for Alex outside of VA hospitals that is being put on by nurses
outstanding.
unions across the country. So
What a tribute.
that's another one to look for. So there's lots of stuff to do. And of course, keep writing and calling your Congress people. There was an update just before I came in. The Senate did come up with something. They did agree to leave out for now. It's like on hold for 2 weeks
This
for
is on
that
the
part.
budget. Yeah.
They're holding out the DHS funding, and the other stuff is going to be allowed, which would be, I think, does that include FEMA, TSA, that kind of stuff?
Right.
But anyways, it was a way to go ahead and just say, okay, we're going to separate this out for now. We'll pass this other part and come back to this and renegotiate on what we want here.
Good. Because
So
a negotiation needs to be had.
Right, and they will possibly vote on that tonight in the Senate.
There's a
after
big
coming
push.
up with that. Yeah,
because
and if they
government shuts down
do,
tomorrow. So,
well,
get your shit
except
together,
for
boys.
Congress or the House, it probably won't have time to convene tomorrow. A lot of them are not there on Friday, I don't think.
Pray tell.
So it's probably going to be next Monday, Tuesday, before the House gets it back to do what they need to do. And let's see what Mikey Johnson does with that, because,
Oh, yeah.
yeah, whatever.
Boy, howdy.
Let's put it
Hey,
over
let
his
me-
head.
Let me think. I don't know whether this is NYX or just Nix. I'm going to go with Nix. Nix came in with $5 donations and said, hi, buddy. For note, my name is Nix. Right? Night mother. I'm sorry. Not New York something. It must be a message in there. Hi, buddy. A note, my name is Nix. Night mother. Not New York something. So, a mystery. Anyway, thank you very much. I appreciate it tremendously. Let's get right into some shit. I see Dave down there. I want to get to Dave. First, I want to bring up Uncle Fatty and see because he's got his hand up. Uncle Fatty knows it. What's going on, Fatty?
What's up, y'all? Sexy blue dots.
That's us, buddy. That's us.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it. Shit.
You
How you been doing?
Decent. Another rough week in the old blue dot verse, but you know how we do it.
Yeah.
Adapt and overcome, right?
That's it. That's it, brother.
That's it. It's going to be a weird couple of months, that's for sure.
Overcome, move forward. That's the only opportunity. That's the only thing you have in life, and you can apply that to whatever situation you're in. You adapt, you overcome, you move forward. That's the only fucking thing. The only fucking thing you can do.
Head on a swivel, they say.
Yeah. Oh man. So.
Yeah. No. You know the one thing is this show last week, a couple days ago, was the first time I'd heard anybody say "shot in the back."
Yes.
Everybody we can all recognize that he was shot, right?
He was shot in the back.
But there's nobody saying that he was shot in the back.
I did.
You did.
I did.
You know, it's very, very, very rare to be heard, and it's kind of one of those things where it used to be like the most pussy thing you could do. Like the weakest of the men shoot people in the back.
That's what I saw.
Where did that go?
That's what I saw.
Where did that go?
As soon as that gun cleared, which that officer should have yelled, "Gun clear" or whatever. I don't know what the fuck. But you could see that officer unholster his weapon and aim it directly at Alex's back, and then the
wait
shot
until
is blocked.
The other guy got out of
and you hear the shot.
way. Yeah, absolutely.
No.
I mean, and we talk about training. You know, this looks to me, when you look at it with the sound off and you just watch the moves and you watch them and you watch their mannerisms, and what they're doing.
Right.
This is almost like this was a trained. And of course, this is just me looking at it.
I'm going to take it one step farther, Fatty. they have their I can't remember the name of it that they use with their phones. They take pictures of
Yep.
people as they encounter them. They store that image. They have it
Yep.
so that it can, recognize people later. But they can
Absolutely.
add information in there. They can say, oh, this was the guy that did this on this day, blah, 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 blah. So we
Yeah.
have the new video of Alex kicking a vehicle and spitting on a vehicle, which still, do you kill people for spitting on a vehicle? I don't think so.
Evidently.
But that was 11 days previous. So now they've taken his
They had
picture, they
him.
put him in their little system. As soon as they
Exactly.
recognized him by flashing their phone at him, they targeted. They targeted that.
I
Which
see it.
would
I see the same thing.
explain that one officer, the one that we all know, shoved the woman. He goes over, he shoves
Yeah.
the woman, and Alex
Yeah.
goes to raise with his hand raised, goes to help the woman, and that officer, that prick of a man, is the one who first tries to pepper spray him from behind. Just here, have a little pepper spray in your face there, because he knows who he is probably.
Yeah.
And then he
Yeah, I think
pulls
so.
him out into the pack mentality. And then it's just pile on because, he pulled him out here in the street for something. He must have done something. Quick, get him.
Well, there's another video too of the gal that was sitting in the car. She was in the
Yes.
car, like right there,
Right in front of it.
And what you hear, you don't see much, but you hear I'd say the sergeant or whatever, the higher up guy. He turns around and he goes, "You don't push people into the street, in the middle of the street. You push them over to the side like this."
God,
He's the guy that
see?
comes in hot.
See?
He's the guy that ends
Oh,
up pulling
geez.
his. I mean, this, and once they got him on the ground, it completely looks like they had trained that maneuver. That guy that slinks away with the gun.
Yeah.
That guy that went in and grabbed the gun and slinks away like he's coming underneath
like
a helicopter.
Yeah. Like he's
Right.
ducking and like
Looking
he's trying to
around.
hide.
Yeah, looking around, left to right, and then accidentally looks right in the camera of the guy that's in the store filming him, and then just keeps on going. Yeah, that guy. That's
Yeah.
a trained move. That's not something
that was a
just
move on purpose.
instinctual.
That was yeah. There's nothing about this that is right. Nothing. They can try to justify it 10 ways to Sunday. It doesn't change shit. We all see the videos. It's more like an
Rationalizations
execution.
and justifications. That's
Shot
all
in the back.
anybody's throwing out there. Shot in the back.
And then,
Shot in the back. That's
what?
all it
Another
comes down
10
to.
rounds just to make sure that the body laying on the ground on his stomach ain't going to move anymore. So just fill his ass with bullets.
Yeah.
There was no
And
reason.
then 45 seconds later, they're going, "Where's the gun? Where's the gun?
Yeah,
Who
where's
has
the
the
gun?"
gun? Where's the gun?"
Yeah.
I mean, this is, every accusation is a confession.
I hope people remember. Well, of course they are. Of course they are. Going to remember this
I think it's a
shit.
turning point, but I got to have a mind that this is just a reset point too. That this is just a cool down phase before they amp it up again. And
Yeah,
you
but,
know,
well,
the budget's
now that
gonna
Tom
be a
Homan's
sticky-
in, Mr. Moneybags, Mr.
Yeah.
$50,000 in a brown paper sack guy, that guy, yeah, he's there to calm
Old
down the
marble mouth.
situation. Yeah, I don't trust
can't
him for
can't
shit
understand
either.
the things
He's-
the damn guy's saying.
Yeah, there's a lot going on, baby. All right.
But one way or another, we are still in the best country in the world. We still have the most freedoms,
We do.
even though
we
they're
do.
being pressed upon. And we just got to keep fighting.
We have
you
a
gotta
lot
keep
of work
calling,
to do. We have a
making
lot
those
of work
phone
to
calls. Get those cards in the mail. Make sure your elected officials know who you are.
do. This fight, it's
call
going to
them.
be forever.
I
This
even
ain't
called
just
my local
until
dog
Donnie
catcher.
goes away. You're in this fight.
ain't.
You're in it for not just because Donald Trump came into our house and started kicking over shit cans. We need to be in this fight for each other, for the future of this country. First, we need to get rid of his ass and all of his bullshit and all of his little minions that he's putting power all over the fucking place. We need to purge them out of this government and then rebuild it somehow. I don't know. We're not talking this is
You
going
got
to
to
be
get
over
nasty.
by. Yeah.
We got to fight fire with fire. I hate to say, to the extreme, obviously not. But these are extreme circumstances, and it's going to take some extreme pushback for it to happen. And unfortunately, people are going to fucking suffer financially, physically.
Yes.
It's,
Yeah.
but that's just,
I understand.
I don't know,
came
man.
to a deal without.
It sounds like Mr. Chick was saying, they're going to vote on it here within the next couple hours. And,
Yeah.
I'm all for keeping the government open and making sure that those who need to get paid, and the tax or checks start going out and all of that. But just
But no
defunding
ICE.
ICE is
Yeah,
kind of
no
a
ICE.
futile attempt.
Fuck them.
They're just going to
Fuck
pull
them
money
people.
from somewhere else. Shit, they'll pull money out of the account they have in frickin' Cotter. I mean, one of these billionaires will just donate a couple $100 million to keep them open for a week.
What's
Who knows?
100 million here, 100 million there? Pretty soon you'll be talking about
No
real
biggie.
money. Yeah.
What do you think,
Hello,
Dave?
Dave. How you doing? There's that sigh. Oh, Lord.
I've been detained by a doctor for a few days, and I've had a lot of time. Yeah, the old tick has been giving me a bit of a problem, and I thought it was okay.
Dave.
But the doc says no. I left the hospital after having all the cardiac stuff, and I was told I was a walking time bomb. And I thought straight away about America being a living time bomb. This past week has been amazing to see things like. Let me just touch on it. I'm sure during the course of the show, all this stuff will be discussed. Because if it's not, I'm going to bring it up. But I'm sure we're going to touch on all this stuff. But this week alone, Melania's movie, what a flop. The first movie released in decades that's going to lose money on its opening night. And no one's buying tickets. What does that tell you, America? It tells you we got hope. We got hope. There are people that are saying, fuck the Trumps. It's not fuck the GOP. It's fuck the Trumps and fuck MAGA. And, the country's burning. Minnesota's been held to ransom. We know that now. We'll give us the voter rolls and all the voter details, and we'll get out of your city. What the fuck? This is worse than Nazism. The insult to NATO and all the NATO soldiers' families that. We were the winners of all these fucking wars. We were in Afghanistan alone, basically, and the NATO soldiers, they stayed off the front lines. They were like chicken shit, basically. He insulted NATO and and NATO's been behind America for decades. They've been in every war with America, and he acted like NATO was worthless, that they wouldn't come to American aid.
He insulted NATO. He insulted everybody. Everybody's own intelligence, your own fucking memory.
No one is talking about Epstein, and it's fucking working. This nightmare. No one's talking Epstein. Comes up occasionally on shows like yours, Sean, and other shows around. But basically, CNN, MSNBC, and all those they haven't mentioned Epstein for quite a while.
Oh, there's news going on all the time. Next thing you know, hey, we're going to get news out of Fulton County. There's going to be all sorts of information about false voting and fake
2020,
votes.
2020, 2020.
Oh, yeah, there'll be something there. And if that don't work, fuck it, we'll go to war with Iran. Let's do that. That'll get the news off Epstein.
His Department of Peace is already falling apart, and he wants to destroy NATO and have his own little NATO type thing, which would be a circle of evil. Can you imagine the countries that would be involved with him? The Arabs and all the Arab countries that would be involved with Trump, and they have their own little NATO. What it is to me, Trump sees your fantastic military, and he says, "Hang on. I can hire this stuff out." So he says, I'll create my own NATO. We'll get involved and start lots of little wars and bomb little cities or little countries. And we'll use our military, and that'll cost you guys X. So there's $1 in it for using the military as mercenaries. He's got so much money making in his mind, but not for America. He's got money making war in mind for him and the arms manufacturers,
and
the arms
buddies.
dealers.
Yeah.
It's
the only
all
place
about
he's not using it is in
him.
Ukraine. He's holding back on there.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That was my next point. Poor Ukraine, in the middle of all this, have been forgotten. No one's talking about Ukraine. So Epstein and Ukraine are off the discussion list. And we're talking about the evil shit he's doing to Americans. Now, this worse what he's doing than Ukraine and Epstein, what he's doing to America. But while he's doing all this, China and India and also France and India are doing deals. And these deals were deals that America used to supply American steel.
Yeah,
There was
yeah.
billions of dollars.
It's going to be.
They've
It's going
lost
to be
that.
a new. It's going to be a different world. It's going to be a different economic situation for us and others around the world, because that's what
The
Donnie's
American
done.
dollar. The
He's
American
taken a
dollar
hit.
is not trying to avoid a big hit, but they're trying to avoid it in the oil industry now. And I don't know what
Yeah.
they use, the euro,
Yeah.
but they're saying
Gas
that
prices just went up, baby.
it's leaning towards making another trade dollar rather than the American dollar. Trump is destroying him. Has he got a plan here? Why would he make your country a third world country? And that's what he's doing. Let's face it. It's a hard thing to say, but what's happening in the streets of Minnesota and potentially in other blue states, you're a
Dave's
third
on the
world
roll,
country because you've got a really bad person in your White House. Look at your White House. It's in pieces on the fucking lawn. And the third contractor said, no, fuck you, Trump.
And
There's already
from
trainees that
somebody.
are being paid.
I hope everybody pays as much attention as Dave does. And he's in Australia. We should all be pissed off about everything he just mentioned.
And
Every
Kid
one of
Rock,
us.
he's out there.
Oh, Kid
He's
Rock.
out there calling the Democrats. He's out there saying we are the evil within the country, and if the Democrat Party wasn't there, let me tell you, Kid Rock's the sort of guy that people that follow Kid Rock have got tattoos of their children on their body. They've got photos of their children tattooed on their body, but they don't have custody of their children.
Yeah, no,
that's the sort of people they are.
Yeah, they're the same ones that fly the flag of God, guns, and beer. You know, it's a fucked up mentality, and it just it's. You
And
can't deal with that.
he's always
You
talking
can't-
about remember segregation. Remember segregation back when in the 50s, 60s, 70s, when the blacks had to get in the back of the bus and all that sort of shit. Well, he wants to do this low-income housing, a long way away from the rich properties.
Yeah.
It's not. He's not saying, "Oh, I'm going to help the Americans with a low-income housing situation in a reasonable suburb, in a reasonable distance from the city."
Well,
no, these are away.
It's a step up from the internment camps that he wants to build. That Stephen
who
Miller
owns
wants
internment
to
camps?
build for all of us.
Who owns them? Who owns them?
Nick's.
The private prisons.
Yeah, for-profit prisons. There's money in them. Yeah, there is, baby. Nix came in with another $10 and said, I disagree. Killing and hurting kids and families, I cannot find common ground with that. Get off my world. I tend to agree with you. When you start going after women and children and shit, which what they're doing.
And Omar was attacked by that guy.
Yeah.
He jumped up and sprayed her. She had no security.
You see her reaction? Did you see her reaction?
Yes, she wanted to punch his lights out.
Yeah.
You know,
good on her.
The week before, Trump was at a rally, bagging her, insulting her, and telling people at the rally that she needs to be deported. And a week later, she's assaulted.
Every day on True Social, he's making
Thank
some remarks
Thank
about
you,
her.
Fatty. I wasn't sure, but I knew that he'd been bagging her the week before.
For sure.
I just think this man is like pointing the gun, but not pulling the trigger. He's getting someone else to pull a fucking trigger, but he's pointing the gun.
Horrible if somebody fell out of that open window over there.
Yeah.
Exactly, mate. Exactly. Yeah. And that's where the country's heading, you know, in that sort of situation. Normally, the opposition falls out of windows. Fuck. I just, what's happened to America is just such a disappointment. It's like watching my mum or my dad go into dementia slowly.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what's happened to America. The world is watching America go into dementia.
Yep.
And there's no cure for it. I mean, you've got every opportunity to impeach this man. There's so many things you could impeach him for, but no one's got the balls to stand up to him. I mean, the Senate and Congress, they're making great speeches. There's a few senators that stood up and made some great speeches about how this ICE thing is out of control and all that.
I don't think we need a speech. We
No,
need action.
exactly, John.
We need action. I don't want to hear you run your mouth up there do something. And I understand the Senate is going to hold a hearing or an investigation into the shootings in Minneapolis.
Yeah,
That's
That's
the only
like,
way.
They're going to investigate themselves, are they?
yeah.
They're going to investigate
That's
themselves.
internal
I'm sure
affairs
it's
and
going to be thorough.
investigating themselves, right? When
Yeah,
your
the
local
fox
cop-
went in the hen house and decided that he was going to be the judge of that.
Right.
Sure.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, Trump's not just
There is-
attacking Americans. At the
there
same
is
time,
noth-
he's attacking. Sorry, John.
It's hard
At the
to
same
say.
time, he's attacking the good things in the world. He's pulled you out of the Paris Climate Accord. I mean,
Yeah.
that was a great, productive thing. But the windmills, no, it wasn't that. He just wants to separate America from the rest of the world. I might be long
that's
before your
his whole-
internet.
That's his whole political motivation is divide and conquer. To get one side to hate the other side, not just disagree with them. No. You got to hate them people. You've got to be able to take up arms against them, because that's what if he had his way, hell yes, he would turn those minions loose.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And what's also sad, John,
He's still
is
hoping it is.
you couldn't have a gun buyback in America. What Australia done, you can't do that in America because
No way.
if I wanted to sell my
Yeah.
guns to America, I'd have to do a background check on America, and the background check on the current government is not good. The
No.
criminal background check on the American government, I could not give you a gun. You don't qualify for a fucking gun.
No way.
Ain't that sad? Ain't that
Yep.
sad? It's a sad
Yep.
statement.
The American leaders in the White House do not qualify to carry a gun, or most of them, because of their criminal records.
100
Unbelievable.
million citizens, 400 million guns.
Yeah, there's a problem that's going
And,
to come to
yeah.
a head one day.
It seems
I'm
to be
afraid.
a center part of everything that's happening in America. The gun. I mean, I don't know if these ice guys are actually.
Or the times we're in is motivating more people to buy a weapon, to arm themselves for protection.
Yeah,
That's the times.
yeah,
The
true.
more this continues on, the deeper into that hole we go. Where everybody's
NRA
packing
planned it.
iron, baby.
Yep. Wild West.
Well, this is the fault of Hollywood. It's always been that culture of the Wild West and guns, Americans, and horses, and all that sort of crap. It used to be gambling. Now
Good
it's
guy
football,
rides in on the
guns,
horse
and
saves
beer.
the day.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
wish
And
that
then he
simply-
goes. Then he goes to war. Then you have World War One and World War Two, which also with the movies was always about the American soldier, not about the international soldiers in these movies. All the World War Two movies that you can see, the feature is all about Americans fighting the war. They don't recognize that back then there were international soldiers fighting alongside the Americans. There was Indians, there was Pakistanis, there was Australians, there was British, there was French. I mean, I could go on for 10 minutes,
Unified effort.
but it was, Sean.
Yes.
But because the winner writes history, and
Yeah.
America was a powerful country. They had the big atomic bomb. They wrote the history,
That's it, baby.
and
Those
sadly,
that win write the books. That's right. But this one, this one's not going to read the way he wants it to be read. His presidency.
This history, no.
Yeah, no. This history will not be swept away. Hey, let me
I
catch up real
can't
quick.
believe.
Hold on, Dave. Let me catch up real quick because
Yep.
Keith Thompson, that Marine in Minneapolis, came in with a $5 donation. Said from Minneapolis, Minnesota, we will not stop fighting Trump. Outstanding, Keith. Outstanding. Hoorah, my friend. Hoorah. And Thomas 486 came in with 50 Danish krones. Boy, howdy shit. And said, greetings from Denmark and Greenland. Please, USA, do not die because of a pedophile, lowlife loser and traitor like Trump. Fight back with everything. Boy, howdy shit.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
the support we get from other nations around the world, we all see this.
Mhm.
Not just us here in the United States that's experiencing this shit. It's around the world because they're experiencing it too, in different ways, with the reshaping of the
Well,
European Union
just
and the NATO
you
and all
see,
that.
Australia. I can post it. I will post it because I was going to post it, but there was a lot of postings going on in Discord, which was great to see. I mean, there's a lot of people posting shit on Discord, and not just stuff that jokes and comedy stuff, serious
Right.
stuff that we need to talk about,
Yes.
which is great. But no one's misusing it. But the problem is, in Australia, we've had a couple of situations where the Nazis have all of a sudden starting rising out from under the rocks. And one Nazi was trying to get out of jail, and they won't release him because he talks hate speech. So he won't get paroled because his hate speech incites violence, obviously. But in America, it doesn't matter. So we hate Nazism over here so bad. Freedom of speech you have. I can say my prime minister's an arsehole, a jerk, all that stuff, but I can't say that Nazism's great and let's get together and put our hoods on and start, running people down. We can't. That's just not acceptable. And so basically what we all say in the Blue Dots, freedom of speech comes with responsibility.
It does.
You can incite someone to kill children. If you've got the right mind and the right talker, you can make that person do what you want. It's a bit like hypnosis,
and that's what Donnie's done to a bunch of people in this nation. He spoke their language.
Exactly.
He spoke their language, hatred, division, hate somebody for who they are, what color they are, what religion they are, what sex they are, what sex they want to be. It doesn't matter. Whatever it is, he's drawn that divide, and that's what he does. Hey, let me thank Nix, who came in with another $10 and said, I like this. From my Grams in 1906, Americans won't stand until the boot is on their neck. But when they stand, holy hell. And I would say that's pretty accurate through our history.
You want to know why you have Americans hurting other Americans? These ICE arseholes, when this reporter that got, we all know now that they don't check people out, they don't train these people. People were signing on with criminal records. A reporter signed into ICE and got accepted, and she was out in the street within days. But the fact is that I'm glad that all the Democrats voted against this bill that gave funding to ICE and the other the Medicare. And that was good to see. So a shutdown may be inevitable, but the shutdown is worth it because of ICE. But the thing is that these people want $858 million for bonuses to pay the ICE people. Now, these ICE people get $50,000 for signing on. They get about $100,000 a year in wage, and they get bonuses. They're making more than a fucking doctor. They're making more than a lieutenant in the police department or a captain in the police department with 30 years service, and they've only been there for a month. These goons are highly paid goons.
But they need to shut ICE down, and they really need to take a look at who are the new ICE agents, the ones that just recently signed up. I'm not the guy that's been there 10 years. I want to know about the guy that just signed up last month. Who the fuck
on
is he?
Discord, someone posted a list of all these people that had criminal records. I mean, they're involved with all this in ICE, and they've got criminal records for sex offences against kids. And what was that, Michi Chick?
I think the basic application just have one question: do you hate immigrants? And check yes, and you're in, baby. That's what it looks
I want to
like.
know I want to know who the ICE people swore an oath to. They must have sworn an oath before they got out in the streets. Who they swear an oath? Did they swear an oath to the Constitution
to the
or
United
Donald Trump?
States? What makes me think that's not who they're swearing an oath to? Whether physically or metaphorically speaking, that's exactly what everybody in the Trump administration. Tell me any one of them people are qualified. Tell me Tulsi Gabbard's head of intelligence. Intelligence. Accused of
Yeah,
being a
right.
Russian spy, but won't worry about that. She won't tell anybody. Yeah, Tulsi Gabbard or
Didn't she show up down in Georgia with the FBI?
yes.
Yeah,
That's like
she
she's
went to
in my
Motor
mind.
Ridge.
She was there
Wow.
on the premises of an FBI search of a voter
Yeah.
registration. What the fuck is the Department of Intelligence doing there?
Right?
They're trying to get the
Yeah.
2020 election. They're
Why
trying
is
to
the
put the 2020
FBI
election.
Why
Yep,
is the
they're gonna say-
FBI there? What, 5 years later?
5 years.
I think they're going to try to say that he won and that he's still maybe in his third term now or something along those lines to where they can
No, he deserves another term. That's what they're going to say.
something,
No.
whatever they're using it, I think, as a ploy to redo the language
Two
that needs
terms
to be
is two
done. so they
terms,
can keep it,
period.
but- Exactly. Yeah. No, there's
You
some
know,
nefarious.
I think it's
I wonder-
everything they do is
disparage
nefarious.
this election coming up.
Yeah.
To make some
Well,
big scandal about, well, we can't trust our voting system,
Yep.
because look at all this fraud and, bullshit.
Well, didn't they get the machines? They actually had a woman that was charged, and I think Trump has pardoned her now. But there was a woman in one place in a county that she let some of these MAGA people
Go
into
in
the room.
into the machines. Hook up their computers to
And then-
the actual voting machines. Yeah.
And Elon Musk
Don't forget that shit.
apparently had access to the machine that tabulates the total number of votes. He
See, we
could
have enough to worry
manipulate
about.
those
And then you
machines.
go ahead and mention his ass name, and that brings up a whole
Well,
lot.
that's
Oh,
another
yeah,
joke.
that's right. Yeah.
I wonder, John, how many armed forces, say, for example, your son was in the Army or the Marines or whatever it may be. I wonder if you would sit down with your son when he's at home and say, son, what are you going to do if Donald Trump tells you to do this? Please don't
I
attack
don't
other
have to ask
Americans.
either one of mine.
These people,
I know the
these
answer
people,
already.
though, would be getting pressure from good families and good relatives, hoping their sons or daughters don't
Yeah.
accept the command to attack within America.
I think their families wrote those guys off a long time ago. We're looking at the Patriot Front. We're looking at the Proud Boys. We're looking at all these backwoods,
Right.
Bubba's militias. These militias that these guys have no right to even be forming in these little backwoods communities. That's who we got in these uniforms. I mean, that's
Yep.
And those
And
are
it's
the
not
people
fair
this
to
country
this
has to worry about. I am so sorry. Jorge.
Speaking of backwoods, here
Yeah,
he is.
there he is. Damn.
dang old firebutter.
I'm sorry, brother. I brought you into the room, 10 minutes
No,
ago?
I was just letting. I just, you know me. I do all these weird little. I follow these little things. And
Yeah.
Greg Bovino, he got fired, of course, and we all know him. But he also got his access to the internet taken away from him.
Yes.
Yeah, that was strange, wasn't it? That was weird.
Well, you know who did that?
Who? Pray
Yeah,
tell.
are you familiar with Rodney S. Scott?
Rodney,
And
yes.
that rings a bell. The surname rings a bell.
Yeah, but
Scott.
I mean, you know Christy Nome, and you know all these.
Yeah.
But Rodney is the
Rodney?
commissioner of the U.S. Customs and Border Protection Agency.
Oh, pray
And
tell.
he's responsible for 67,000 employees and a $19 billion budget.
Oh, boy, howdy shit. Got the ties on the
Yeah.
money.
Yeah, Rodney, he was a commercial airline pilot, and he graduated from
High
Cochise
qualifications
College.
there.
Cochise College, which is like it's a community college in southeast Arizona, and then he did his thing with the Border Patrol, but Commissioner Scott has been serving the senior advisory office of the commissioner since
Our blue dots, baby. They dig.
2025. And here's the good part, John.
What?
And most recently served as a distinguished senior fellow with the Texas Public Policy Foundation.
Well, of
Imagine
course
that.
he did. Imagine that
Well,
shit.
there you go, eh?
Boy,
Kind
howdy
of ties
shit.
it all up in a nice little package, don't it?
Puts a bow
Well, he's
on
also
it,
a
don't
member
it?
of the presidential prayer team.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh, yeah.
Joy.
Hallelujah.
yeah.
The
Hallelujah.
what?
Anyway,
Praise the Lord.
What did you say, Patty? The presidential? You say prayer team?
Yep.
Yeah,
Yep.
yeah.
the prayer team.
Yep.
Yeah, they have their meetings every day in the Oval Office. Yeah,
Yeah.
every morning.
Go
Yeah,
in there and pray.
they do their prayers.
Somebody's got to pray for his ass.
Somebody does.
So that's when
And
Trump.
I-
That's when
what makes
Trump
me
has his
think those
morning
prayers
nap.
aren't going too high.
Yeah,
Yeah.
No,
know,
that's
I
what
did
Trump's
it.
putting on his makeup. You know what they're doing?
Yep.
They're praying for him while he's
Boy,
upstairs
shit.
putting on his makeup.
no. To this
I
day, guys,
couldn't get
25 to
over.
30% of all Americans think that he was sent by God
That's
to save the world.
Mm-mm.
Well, yeah, I heard that he's the true numbers is 28%. He has in
Yeah.
people approve what he's been doing. Only 28%.
Yep. And every one of
that's
them
the
believes
lowest
that,
number.
that he was sent by God.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
they'll
don't think
rationalize
so.
and justify anything. That's the whole cult mentality is, and derangement, right? The word derangement, right? Trump derangement syndrome. Derangement
Yep.
means the negative. It's got a negative connotation. It's when you can't say anything bad about somebody. So the whole thing's been
Amen.
twisted into Trump derangement syndrome to where the only thing that we can point out is bad things because we hate Donald. No, you guys have Trump derangement syndrome because you can't say one single thing that the
You
man has
can't-
ever done
yeah.
wrong.
Ever.
He's never lost. He's never been wrong ever in his whole life. That's
You
cult
can always
mentality.
ask him,
because
what
they
has he
can't
done
admit that
for
they
America?
fell for it. That they fell for
Yep.
for the scumbag of the scumbags. You know, a guy who never paid it. He was actually a Democrat, more liberal leaning, all the way up to the time Barack Obama came on the scene. After that, then he turned Republican because he knew he could fertilize the fucking hate on that side. And you know, I just,
John,
you know,
I believe the New York term for it is shyster.
shyster, you say?
Yep.
He's a shyster.
Yep.
Well, you know, look at it. 34 count felon. He's a sexual abuser. He's a liar. He's a cheat. He's a draft dodging coward. You know, he's a child, pedophile.
Yeah.
You know,
Boy, you know.
and let me on that. Let me call out Veggie Al girl who came in with a $5 donation and said, "I'm thinking that if the Democrats do a shutdown, focus on the Epstein files all day, every day. The Republicans would want the shutdown to end. They need to push the Epstein files a whole lot." And Shifty Lincoln just came in with $10 and said Dominion, bought by a right-winger, now Smartmatic, gets attacked. Maduro will be used to push Sidney Powell's Venezuela conspiracy. Maduro set free. They control the infrastructure. Advance wins in 2028.
You know, I forgot
Damn.
about the Maduro connection.
Yeah, no shit. We need to make sure none of that fucking happens. Yeah, no shit. There's a lot of things we have to worry about.
Well, now maybe Maduro would testify in favor of Trump, and maybe
I'm
that's
sure at
why
this
they
point
got
he
him
would.
in the first place.
Well, Trump
Is
is
it, you know?
Trump is currently burning all his senators. I mean,
No, he just
Senator
let the guy
Tillis-
out of the ex-president of Honduras out. Had him on
Yeah.
drug
Yeah, but
charges.
John-
let
John-
him go. Shit. Paid the price,
what
I
that
guess.
he
cost him.
called
Yeah.
he called Senator Tillis, a Republican senator. Trump called him a loser, and Tillis come back and said to the reporter, "That's great because if I'm a loser, I'm qualified to be the head of Department of Homeland Security and senior presidential advisor." So he had a good. Who was the senior presidential advisor at the moment?
He'll attack
Stephen Miller.
anybody. He'll
It was
attack
Miller that he was
anybody.
Stephen
referring
Miller.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stephen Miller, yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Well, isn't Stephen Miller at the moment being thrown under the bus by Trump? Because Trump's
Yeah.
apparently saying that Miller's giving him bad
He's-
advice.
He's
Yeah.
deputy chief of staff now,
Yeah.
which means he's under Susie Wiles.
Right.
So he's been demoted.
Well,
I
no, it's just
don't know if
there's
it's a
been
demotion.
Really, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. that's always been his
Trump will
spot.
say
But
something about him, but he's
Yeah.
still got his little Nazi tucked right up under his arm.
who, Caitlin
And for those that were
Miller.
chiming in
or
on the
Caroline?
chat, uh, uh, Bovino was not fired. He's going to be allowed to retire.
Transferred.
Right,
Yeah,
yeah.
transferred.
Yeah.
And he's thinking about
Moved
taking his
sideways.
retirement.
And
And let me thank Nix, who came back with another $10. Said, have any of you seen the Trump Bible? He replaced the word God with
Yeah.
his name all the way through it. Seriously?
I mentioned about the Trump Bible months and months ago. In the back of the Bible also is an altered constitution that leaves out parts that give the black
He thinks he's
community
God.
rights.
He thinks he's the
Parts they
second
don't
coming.
like.
And that's what some of these maggots treat him like. You know, it's pitiful. Anyway, Blue Dot Greeter came in with $5. Said, people want to hear the song, John. You know the one.
Oh, hell yeah.
I know the one.
I just need you to shut
yeah.
the fuck up, cause nobody asked you, bitch. I need you to shut the fuck up, bitch. 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 Bow, bow, shut the fuck up, shut the fuck up.
Bovino was in front of Mount Rushmore today, John.
Really?
Shut the fuck up.
Really?
Look up. Yeah.
He went to Mount Rushmore today?
Yes, he gave us a little press thing in front of Mount Rushmore today. Yeah.
Oh, God.
He was probably
And he-
seeing where he's
And
facing.
he said that, you know, as far as I'm concerned, my guys are the equivalent of turn and burn, and mean green. I'm proud of mean green,
Mean Green.
and I salute you all. And yeah, oh yeah. In front of Mount Rushmore, dude.
You know what I would
You
tell
didn't
him?
see that shit? Oh, you missed it, buddy. It was cool. Check it out.
Trump
Yeah.
Bible's made in China. Of course it is.
Yeah.
Of course it is.
Yeah,
Bovino was made in China, wasn't he?
I just noticed on all these videos. I want to touch on the protests in Minnesota and a few others around the country. It's very peaceful, and you know, there's no guns, and not like the freaking MAGA rallies where they're all wearing AKs around their shoulders. That's fucking.
That's fine.
A
That's
disaster.
fine.
That's okay. That's
patriotism.
acceptable.
That's patriotism right there.
Yeah.
That's
And
what they
they've
think.
probably got a bullet. They've probably got a bullet in the chamber ready to go. That's how stupid they are. But the thing is that it's the people are starting to stand up. But the problem is you can't get through to these ICE people by saying, you're an asshole, you're a fucking cunt, you're all this, because it just turns them, makes them angry. You insult them, you are actually turning them against you. You need to if they're true Americans behind those masks, which I you know, we all know there's a lot of imports there and criminals from J6. But the thing is, we insult them and call them names. We're not going to win them over. We've got to work out another tactic. Obviously, it's not violent, but without degrading them and making them feel like we don't respect them as a person, we just disrespect what they're doing. And when we call them an arsehole and all that sort of stuff, it's a bit deep.
We got to sit down.
Too deep.
Is what we got to do. We got to sit down and make them come and get us, because it's the only thing that worked in the '60s. You know, with equal rights movements and even with women's suffrages, is once you sit down and make them come and violate your rights that way, that's when people really start looking.
It doesn't look good on camera either.
I seen a video of a woman that pulled up in her car right next to a car with 5 ICE agents in it. She wound her window down and she was heading into a car park, which was a community thing, not a church, but there was a gathering there. And there was a lot of people who were immigrant type people that are citizens of America. And she pulled up, she said to these ICE people, what are you trying to do? You're sitting here. Are you going to raid this place? I'm going in there. Are you look? And this is God's truth. And the video, this woman connected with these ICE people, and she had a 10-minute conversation with them, and she connected. And they went away because she asked them, "What's the name of the person you're looking for?" Because if you're going in there just to raid the place, that's not your job. You're supposed to be tracking down people you know that like are missing or should be in the country, like what Biden used to do and Obama used to do. They deported
Like a
many
normal-
people, millions of
Yeah.
people. But
Yeah,
they
they
worked
did.
the normal system.
But we didn't have the
And,
disruption that we see on the streets of America, did you?
Because why? Because of the Epstein. If he makes a disruption of it and he takes advantage of it, one, he gets control of America more so, even though it's a dictator type control. And number two, it's Epstein out of the picture. But Obama
to
and
me,
Biden,
almost damn near
and even,
everything he's been doing is to keep the news off of Epstein. Epstein is more
True-
important than a
truly so.
world fucking war. He would go to a World War fucking III just to keep Epstein off the fucking list. Him and a lot of other wealthy fucking powerful people.
very
You know,
powerful, obviously.
it's not just Trump. It's not just Trump.
Oh,
There's a
it's way bigger
cabal
than
of,
that.
I guess, rich assholes who fucking were pedophiles, and they're all, I guess, got to chump up some cash, man,
Well,
to fight this.
some of
or
them
whatever.
are now married, John. Some of them may have been
I'm
single,
sure.
but now
Yeah.
they're married.
Some of them are
And
now
they could
dead.
lose,
I don't give a fuck
and
who
they
they
could
are, or
lose
what they are.
half. They could lose half of their billion-dollar wealth
Yeah.
if they're now married.
Oh, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true. Oh, look there. You fucked around with a kid. There you go. I want half your money. More than half. More than half.
Well, either
Yeah.
way,
But
the wife's
I
probably
wouldn't
being
feel
abused
sorry
and
for
so
him.
is his kids.
Do what now?
They've hurt a lot of kids. They've hurt a lot of women. Really hurt a lot of women. They've done some damage. There's women sitting at home right now that are just sitting there like
We have
dummies
victims
because they
of-
keep
of
thinking about what's happened to
survivors
them.
of this shit that are sitting there waiting for justice to happen. And the wheels of
Yep.
justice are turning mighty fucking slow.
And
Because of the man we have in
power
our house.
behind the men who did this, they're scared to death.
Yes. Yeah.
Yep.
And
That's how come I
most
say
of
it's not-
them haven't said anything because they're scared of these people. And they have good reason to be.
They have damn good reason to be.
Sound like
And
coming
from-
that's what we always have to remember. This is not just a Donald Trump thing. There's powerful fucking people that are on that list.
There's
Powerful
some,
people.
to have this ICE recruitment video that's out there. I watched it on YouTube, and I've tried to look at it again, and it's been deleted from YouTube. But it's the ICE recruitment video, and they're playing. They've put words into a Nazi song from 1936 or 37. They've changed the words, and it's, "We will get our country back again. We will get our country back again." But it's a nut. They're so Nazi. The world is actually saying now, because we said it a long time ago, "Oh, we talk about Nazis. It's a bit borderline. Maybe it's a bit too much." Well, no, it's not, because the whole world's now saying this is Nazism. Not just American people, the
No.
world. We're saying
No.
it's Nazism.
Everybody sees it.
It's
The only people that
Not
don't
too hard
see
to
it.
see once you look at it.
Yeah, no shit. Hey, let me thank Nix, who came in with another $10 and said, Aussie Dave, never try to teach a pig to sing. It wastes your time and annoys the pig. Never teach
that's
a
why
pig to sing.
that's why blind people don't bungee jump, because it scares the shit out of the dogs.
Yeah, no shit. Damn, Dave. That's a good one. I'll take that one. All right.
Can you imagine it? A blind person with a dog doing a bungee. Oh, poor fucking dog. Okay.
Okay, we've had some
Well, with
hands up
that,
here.
I do got to bow out. I got the neighbor kid here looking for my snowblower, so I'm going to go help him out. But just, hey, much love, Blue Dots, and I'll send you some
Okay.
pictures. We're going to go out tomorrow night and see that new Melania movie. We're
Yeah,
dressing up like the Rocky Horror Picture Show to go do that,
you
so
go.
it'll be pretty fun.
Boy, don't you know? I heard the ticket sales from that are going through the.
Floor.
Seller?
Seller.
Yeah,
Seller?
bitter.
I think one
Through the
ticket has been
seller.
sold. I don't know. Anyway,
Well,
Patty,
I'll
thank
send
you
you
for
a-
your voice. Thank you for everything you do, brother. Stay in the fight.
You know it. Much
You
love,
bet.
guys.
All right, brother. Take
See
care
you,
of yourself.
Fatty.
Hey, John.
Oh, yeah.
You remember
Hey.
Patricia and Mark McCloskey?
Yes, the gun welding Am I right?
People that got out in front of their house, yeah.
Yeah, with
Yeah,
the AR and
They
got
brought
a pistol
weapons
out there.
to a
Yeah,
protest, didn't they?
yeah. When the protest went in front of the house, I remember him. Fuck yeah, I remember him.
they're not. They're
They
not
brought
working for
weapons to a
ICE now, are they?
protest.
What's that, Jorge?
No, they were like keynote speakers at the 2020 RNC convention.
Keynote speakers.
Yeah, because they brought guns to a protest. Yes,
Well, Carl Rittenhouse bought a gun too, and he killed people.
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
He's a hero.
Yeah. Oh, there's been shot photos all over the news in there of right wing protesters at rallies and stuff. All of them carrying their weapons, got their flag jacket on and all that shit. Extra clips. They're carrying their ARs, all that shit. It's only when the left does it that the right gets nervous. They don't like that shit.
Oh, they go
For them, oh yeah, it's their mantra. It's their whole thing. God, I see it every day. God, guns, beer, and something else. There's something else on that flag. I can't figure it out yet. Been flapping in my face for,
Stupidity?
Well, that's what should be on there. I do. I have it's one of my neighbors.
Yeah.
Flies that flag and it says God, guns, beer.
God's gun and
Yeah, something else. And I keep thinking,
beer, small
guns and beer?
penises,
Really? God,
Maybe
guns
it's just
and
the
beer?
three things. Maybe it's
Jesus
just the
sitting
three
around
things.
with an AR thinking, just popping beers left and right. Belching his ass off. Let's go shoot up something.
How much do those bullets cost, John? What do those bullets cost?
Not a fucking enough. Not enough.
I reckon a single 303 round's about $2, isn't it? $3?
Yeah,
just
well,
one.
I've seen I heard several $100s burn up just the other night. Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's a lot of money.
Go ahead, waste that fucking money.
Senator Peter Welch made a speech in the Senate, and he said in Minnesota, he wanted to talk to Minnesota people, and this Senator Peter Welch, I believe, is a Republican, and he said, what's happening in Minnesota, in some ways is bad, in many ways it's bad, but it's warming to know that Minnesotans are caring about each other, and that's what Americans should do across America.
I'm
care
glad to
about
see
each other.
all America standing up and caring about Minnesota. I'm glad to see that. And you're going to see more of it. This isn't over. You're going to see a lot of people in the streets over this bullshit. Right now, they got Holman in there. He's going to try to sweep everything under the fucking rug, calm down the shit on the street, get it out of the news. That's his job, to tamp this shit down. We can't let it. We can't let it.
Who are you bringing in the room next, John? You said you're going to bring someone up.
Thank you. Let me see. I think Blaze has had his hand up ever since we got on here.
America needs to like, share, and subscribe to this channel.
Boy, howdy shit. There's a mouthful. Hey, let me thank Shifty Lincoln, who came in with $2, said, realize, realize, realize. Think about that. Realize, realize, realize. Say that 10 times fast. Realize, realize, realize. There you go.
Hey,
That's
everybody.
realize.
Hello.
Hi, Blaze.
Hello, Blaze. How you doing?
Oh, I'm just doing, I got a pulse, and my brain hasn't melted out my ears yet, so I'm doing A-okay.
Keyword there is yet, so stay on top of it.
Oh, yeah. I have a proposal, all right? I have a proposal to all the blue dots out there. If we end up having tribunals after this is over with, we hold them in Minneapolis.
Oh, that'd be good.
That's kind of ground zero for this shit collapsing.
Nuremberg.
Hey, wait,
Minneapolis, Nuremberg.
I got to correct this comment. Probably just C.K. Warhola said Holman stole $50,000 and got pardoned. Not really. Warhola. Holman took a $50,000 bribe on camera from the FBI, cash money in a paper sack, and that's it. That's it. No
Kept
investigation.
it.
No
That's-
shit.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and so there
kept
was
the
no
money.
pardon. There was no
No
charge.
explanation of shit. He didn't
Nothing
get
to
pardoned.
see here.
He's just never been charged with anything. Yeah, no, how good old boys on 50,000 here, 50,000 there. What? It's peanuts, you know. Just
It
let
was
it
just a
go.
bag of
That's what
peanuts.
they expect you to do, and that's who
I'd take some
Tom Homan
peanuts.
is. He's
If
a
they got
fucking
extra
crook,
peanuts,
like the
I'll
rest
take
of the
some.
crooks that work for Trump. What's that?
Wait,
What
what
did you say,
happened now?
Jorge?
I said
Yeah.
50
I know,
grand
Jorge.
ain't peanut, 50 grand ain't peanuts around Rancho Tire Biter. I can
Yeah,
tell you
no,
that.
no, yeah, no
It's a new.
shit.
It's a new
I
car.
don't think it's.
It'd
I
be a
don't
new
think it's
car, wouldn't
hot
it?
for any of us in this damn chat. But for them, yeah, that's just peanuts, baby. That's just the price of doing business with the Trump administration. You know, a little cash here, a
Nothing
little
to
cash
see here.
there.
Just move along. Move along.
Yeah,
Nothing to see.
nothing to see here. And that's who's in charge right now.
You know, I'm going to say this again. I said it a long time ago. Remember we used to say about what was the fairy tale, the Wizard of Oz, how the man behind the curtain. We had the lion, we had the straw man, we had the tin man, and I said
The whole lineup.
I don't know who originally wrote this quote, but the tin man represents industry, and they need a heart. The straw man represents politicians, and they need a brain. The lion represents Congress, and they need courage.
That's pretty
And
good. It's a pretty good
it's
analogy.
pretty accurate.
Yes.
It is
Yeah, I
pretty
would say
accurate.
so. I would say so.
Congress
we're
is lacking
Dorothy.
courage.
I guess we're Dorothy.
We are. We
Yeah.
must be. Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
go on, Rose.
yes, another thing that I had is regarding Alex Pretty's execution by the government, which is what I call it because that's what it was. There was an interaction he had with ICE, and that's where they broke his ribs, and that was like a few weeks earlier. And from the looks of it, this was a premeditated homicide.
Oh, that
From
I think
the
the
way
officer. Go
If
ahead.
they were
I'm sorry.
tracking his phone, it was.
Well, I seen a
So that's
photograph
me.
of an officer holding a gun at the back of his head, and he wasn't dead yet, but he was going down.
That
And
was
that-
the
that
first shot.
officer
Our
fired.
first officer. You see him unholster his weapon, aim it straight at his back, with Alex on his stomach with the back to this officer. He puts the gun right down there, and about that time in the video, there's another officer moves in the way of the weapon, so you can't see the weapon discharge, but you can fucking hear it. That was the first shot, and it went right into Alex Pretty's back. An unarmed man.
And that was
And
confirmed.
they knew who the fuck he was. I don't know if the people who shot him knew who he was. I assume they do. They did. But the guy, the first officer, the one that shoved the woman, that's the one that we want to center on. That's the motherfucker who decided to amplify this shit. He is the one that reached over and sprayed Pretty in the face with chemicals while his back was to him. So he had to reach around and do it. And then what he does, he starts dragging him. He has not done shit to that officer. He hasn't done anything. But I think that officer knows who he is now, and now he wants him. He wants his ass
Sure
to
looks
pay.
that way.
And then it just gets into a pack mentality. You got him, I'll get him too. Let's beat the fuck
is
out
the
of him. The
important-
guy with the officer with the canister, beating the fuck out of his face. Are you shitting me?
Well, you know,
Yeah,
when they put those
exactly.
masks on, John, when they put those masks on and those flak jackets, they feel like they are Supermen.
They take on a different persona. They know they can
Yep,
get
they
away
do.
with fucking anything they want. They're covered, and that's got to go. That's got to go.
Another
This-
thing I need to bring up that,
ahead.
apologies, this is very important to the discussion. Somebody in the chat has brought up that some videos of Pretty's previous interactions with ICE are AI, and I can only assume that the maggots are generating defamation AI slop. Because I mean, the MAGA has been falling for AI videos of Somali fraud, so that wouldn't surprise me at all.
Well, that I don't know if it's AI. I don't think it is, but I don't trust me.
No, no,
I think it
Look,
was an interaction with him, and that's what put him on their radar.
I don't think it was AI.
No, I don't think so.
no. There's a woman that was interviewed by CNN. She was in the CNN studio.
Yeah.
She was a woman standing behind. If you look at the video, there's a woman standing in the background on her own, and she's filming. That
Right.
video shows more than anything. It shows, she said it was like an execution.
It
She
shows
said that they
the aggression
unloaded.
of the officers. That's the only aggression there was by the officers.
I saw an interview with that lady, and she said that the federal government has not contacted her yet.
No, it's amazing.
What the fuck
isn't it?
for? Why would they want to?
Why would
They
yeah,
know
why-
what
video.
happened. They were there. They don't need input from other people. Shit, they'll tell you what happened. That's what we got. Isn't that what we have right now? We have our federal government saying, don't fucking worry about it. We'll tell you what happened.
Don't believe your eyes.
I don't fucking trust their ass for shit. And neither does most of this country. You have no faith in the FBI, the DOJ,
The CIA, all of them.
the CIA, any of them that have been put under the control of this asshole
See, part of
who
the
is hell
problem
bent on
John,
finding out who won the 2020 election.
Part of the problem, John, is that Fox News was telling all these
Well-
people the same thing about the Biden administration, that you couldn't trust them, and and
It's
they
the right wing
believed it.
propaganda that has been propagated
They believed
for
it.
so fucking long by Fox News and other right-wing nut job media. They're in it just for the same reason Trump is in it. Hate, baby.
Rush Limbaugh.
There you go. You said a mouthful right there. Didn't he get an award? Fuck.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they gave him the Trump
Yeah.
gave him the Medal
Medal
of
of
Freedom. For God's
Medal
sake.
of Freedom to that disgusting piece of shit, which should tell you everything about Trump. It does. Judge people by the company they keep, baby. Anyway, Irene Marconi came in with a $10 donation. Irene, thank you very much, baby. I appreciate that so much. Oh, Lord. Yeah. Let me see.
Well, ICE has not been in any other state active at the moment, like they are in Minnesota. Is it only Minnesota, or is there some activity in other
No,
blue states?
No. As a matter of fact, they were.
Rice University students have created an interactive map that's showing ICE's activity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, an
Students
app
at
where you
Rice
can track where they
University.
are. Hey,
yeah.
Yep.
And that's modern technology, baby. That's
Sure.
yeah.
Houston Chronicle. You can look it up on the Houston Chronicle website. Yeah, Rice University.
Well,
Rock
pretty
Lodge,
soon,
Kansas.
ICE will not make it public to where they're going to go. They'll just turn up.
Gummies.
If they're being pre-warned,
I see y'all.
people, ICE will just do surprise turn-ups. I mean, if ICE decide to go to another state, they could just roll in there. By the sounds of the power they have, they can just roll in there, tell the police to get fucked, and do what they want to do. That
They
to
are
me
other
is.
states, Dave. They
what was that,
are
Richard?
states.
What's
They're-
that?
How
they're-
active are they? Are they as active as they are in Minnesota? Is they aggressive like they are in Minnesota?
Well, they're aggressive. They're just not as large of a group in the other states. I
Right.
think
Right.
Maine right now. I think they've maybe just said they were heading to Ohio. They've been in Philadelphia for a while, and I don't know if they ever left California. They're just everywhere.
They've been
Only
schlepping
blue
around
states, though.
Texas, but nobody
Yes.
says
Mostly
anything
blue
about
states.
it yet.
Yep, mostly blue
Yeah.
states.
Blue
And I
states
believe
and
Minnesota-
blue cities.
Minnesota is out of 50 states. Minnesota is in the lowest bracket of states that have immigrant problems.
Yeah, but there's that
Yeah.
whole Tim Walz problem.
Yeah, that wall's
Yeah, that's a bit of an issue, isn't it? Eh?
Yeah.
yeah.
He tried to run against the president. Okay.
Somebody in these, somebody in the chat says this is. Oh, I'll let you go ahead and read that donation.
No, go on, mate. Get it out of here. John,
Yeah,
John
I
will
might as
read
well
it.
get it out. Get it out in my system. Somebody says Jeanette Miller says this is Mad Max world. Yeah, we're in that American Century of Humiliation phase right about now.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's just a
Are you
matter
tired of
of
being
when.
humiliated? Because I am.
Yeah, it's just
I hope
a
everybody
matter
is.
of when this nation fractures to hell and back.
We can't wait. We can't wait until 28. We have to take Congress in the midterms, and that's going to be that's going to be a fight. Not because I don't think we have the votes. It's because whatever the fuck he's doing in Fulton County has something to do with the goddamn midterms, and I don't trust his ass. You mark my words. Just I don't know what the fuck it is. Whatever it is he's doing there is going to.
Yep.
They're
cooking up something. They're cooking up.
They are.
Some things.
Oh yeah, they are
everywhere.
Hey, let me thank
when
Nix
the midterms,
again, who came in with another $10 and said, "Did you all catch when they blanked all cell service in Minnesota? All tech independents lost service at the same time." No, I did not know that. I did not know
who
that.
can do that? Who can do that? I mean,
Go figure.
how many cell companies you have in America? I'm sure you have quite a few, but there must be one. There must be one someone's controlling the towers, the transmission towers. So whoever that is, turn the switch off. So whoever controls your transmission, there must be a government. Surely it's the government controls the transmission towers.
Not exactly.
And I was going to say, when the midterms roll around, and if the American people's bullshit detector goes off and they detect, oh yeah, this is rigged, the American people is going to be on these people's ass like the white on a fucking leopard. Also, on a side note, where are them files at?
Where are them files?
Yeah. Get done with them files.
Didn't they just came out and said something about the files? So we're going to have them out here real soon. Just wink, wink. Just.
Oh no, there's another 2 million documents to go through, John.
There's
2 million more documents.
They have to really scrub them things. Make sure that they're not exposing anybody's name at all. Yeah, it's bullshit. We all know everybody knows it's bullshit. He signed the fucking law. Pam Bondi said they were sitting on her fucking desk, ready to go. And all of a sudden, boom, nothing. And we need to keep that prominent. Because I swear, most of what from Venezuela, all the bullshit we've gone through. Like I said, he'd rather go to World War III than have them Epstein files revealed. That's how big that is. He'd rather destroy this country than have the names on in that list known. And not just because he's on it.
Agents,
him and his fucking buddies. With a lot
John,
of money.
there are agents would know the names. There are people out there that know who they are, meaning agents that are no longer working for the FBI that have been sacked by Trump or whatever. They have got a lot of powerful information.
Yeah, a little leak here, a little leak there.
It will come out. I'm sure it will come out.
It will. Eventually it will. But we can't wait fucking 20, 30 years for it. We have to do it now.
Did you see Trump said that a reporter asked him about the shooting, the last shooting, and they were talking about the guns or something, and he said, we may have to look into the guns. So I said a long time ago, Trump will, once he starts taking America over, he will not want any armed resistance. He may come for your guns.
Go figure. You reckon the right would give them up?
The people across the road from you won't.
Yeah.
They won't give them up, will they?
No. But they have to go buy some more bullets now. Unless they got
I think he's gonna say you cannot have. He's gonna say you can have your guns, but you can't have butt stops wherever they are and automatics, and he's gonna restrict the sort of gun you can have. I think. He doesn't want
that's a good way for him to lose the support. The right-wing nutjob society doesn't like that. They take their Second Amendment very seriously, and if you don't believe them, they'll shoot your ass.
Yeah, they'll kill you.
Yeah. Hey, let's wrap it up for the evening. I want to thank everybody that came in tonight. Those that didn't, I apologize. We'll get you in on the next show, I hope. But Blaze, thank you, brother, for coming in. We'll try to get you in earlier next time.
Hell yeah.
There you go, brother. Stay in the fight.
I got Blaze. Can I just say your little icon that you've got on your name, Blaze? You got a picture of Donald Trump. I would change that.
Now I'd like to explain that. Number one, it looks like he's the crypt keeper, and number two, I will change this profile picture whenever that big beautiful obituary comes out.
Because it looks like, he's got his eyes closed there. You can imagine. You can, think anything you want to think.
Yeah, okay. Blaze, just do a little paint shop correction and put a moustache there, like a Hitler moustache on him. That'll be
that'd
okay.
go.
Oh yeah.
That would look good.
Toothbrush mustache.
That
Oh
would be
my fucking God. I love you, Dave.
It would be appropriate.
Thank you.
Blaze, thank you very much, brother. Take care of yourself and come back.
You're welcome. Rock on, Blue Dots. Good night.
You bet. Good night.
Good night, mate.
And Jorge, tired
Yes,
about
sir.
5 miles outside at the end of town.
In here, I've got this lovely pot of cabbage cooking.
Oh,
and I'm cooking
Cabbage.
What is that?
cabbage.
oh, you don't
What
know what
is that?
cabbage is?
It's
oh,
a cabbage.
No.
It's a delicatessen.
cabbage.
You could have gone with it.
It
Come
just
on, man.
sounds very nice. Huh?
It sounds
French.
better. Cabbage.
It's French for cabbage in Texas.
Yeah.
Texas
Cabbage.
French. Yeah,
Fuck, that makes you. Doesn't that give you gas?
you betcha.
You bet. Or
What is
gas,
stinky-
buddy.
what is-
How do you think he fills his
Gotta
truck?
love it.
What a stinky
Yeah,
asshole.
What do you think we do for fun around here?
That's right. Hey, Bob, listen to this.
Yeah.
Jorge,
God.
I love you, brother. Take care of yourself.
All right. Have a good evening, folks. We
You
love
bet.
you guys. Like, share, subscribe, buy a T-shirt. I did.
There you go. Thank
Good
you,
night.
Jorge. Good night, brother. And Dave, I knew
Yes.
you were loaded for bear, buddy.
Yes.
I knew you were loaded for bear this evening. I appreciate that.
Well, sometimes I come in a blazing, and sometimes I come in quietly. I'm angry.
Came in a
and,
blazing. I know
I've-
you are. And we all should be.
But I'm not.
We're-
I'm not the only one that's angry. You've got to understand that I represent probably the rest of the world and how they feel about America. I
They're
can tell you,
concerned.
if
They're concerned.
what I'm feeling is what the rest of the world is feeling,
Yeah.
and that's anxiety
It's
as to
time
what's
for
going to happen in
intervention.
America.
Mm-mm-mm.
As I said, like watching my mum and dad going into dementia, and that's what we're watching with America.
It's
So
gonna
on that
affect the
note,
world. Yeah.
and that
Damn,
note, good
Dave.
night, America.
Good night,
Hang
Dave.
on, I just looked on the TV. Trump's approval rating 24%. It's dropped 4%.
Okay.
24% according to CNN. There
Really?
you go.
That high.
Good night, mate. Good night,
That
Richie
high.
Chick.
Good night.
Good night.
That
Dave.
it's a worry. Good night, guys.
It's still too damn high. Good night, Dave. And miss you, Chick, baby.
Oh,
That was fun.
that
was
was,
fun.
yeah, it's a whirlwind, wasn't it?
That wasn't, yeah. And entertaining tonight, baby. Had a lot of good conversation going.
We did.
Mm-mm.
We did. Sometimes I think we could get
Oh,
distracted
Chisholm,
on the
go
wrong
piss
shit,
up a
though.
rope, buddy. Got to have a troll right
Yeah.
here at the end. Yeah, well, fuck you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm sorry it blew you off. Anyway,
You're mumbling at somebody. Okay.
yeah, just
Oh,
caught my eye. Anyway, you got anything else you
Oh,
want to add
okay.
tonight?
I do. I want to remind people that Alex and Renee are not the only people that have been killed by ICE so far in
No.
2026.
No.
There was Keith Porter, Herbert Sanchez
Porter.
Dominguez, Victor Manuel Diaz, Radale, I'm probably pronouncing these wrong, Louis Beltran Llanes Cruz, Luis Gustavo Nunes Caceres, and Geraldo Lunes Campos have all
Quite a
been killed
list.
by
Quite a
Yeah,
list. isn't it?
9. 9 names so far. I mean, maybe there was been one since I wrote the list. I don't know.
Me too.
And then we've got the ones that are
the whole
not
story
doing
is a
so good in
tragedy.
detention. I have a little boy that's sick in detention right now. And are they giving anybody medical care? No.
No,
No.
no, no. They could give two shits about these people.
Yeah.
We
They
do.
better start giving two shits.
We do. So pay attention, baby. Pay attention.
And when it comes to voting,
Yeah.
there is, did I write the group down? I don't know if I wrote the group down.
I got one coming up here.
But there is a group that has compiling a list of people who are running in different states, various states. They'll have, whatever. I'll try and dig that list out, but they're compiling a list of candidates that are specifically saying we want to impeach on day one. Day one.
Day one.
Where have we heard day one
New
before?
Congress.
Huh?
Let's get after it, baby. That's what we
Yep.
need.
And
That's what we need.
I think California alone had a good 12, I think, people running in various places that said that. Not all just representatives, but so far. So I'll try and find that link. I can't remember the name of it. Someone had compiled it's a website you can go to. Actually, I think it's just citizensimpeachment.com.
Citizensimpeachment.com.
Yes, go there. And they have started compiling a list of people who said we want to impeach on day one.
There you go.
And start throwing some money at these people to help them with their thing. Because what the hell? We need somebody with some plan somewhere.
All it's gonna take is the courage of the Democrats to step up and do that. And I swear, I think we're gonna have some Republican support. I think we will. The Republicans are going to be faced with a choice here, to hang on to a piece of shit that's going to drag your ass down, who's at the end of his fucking chances of serving anymore, supposedly. Anyway, get right back into that shit. Anyway. Yeah, we continue that conversation on for a while. Anyway.
I think I have a link. Let's see, link, paste. Try there. You might have to go into a section called actions. It might be in there. I'm not sure. Just dig around in that site, see where it is. I think it's in there. Anyways, John. When we're not ranting and raving, we're sharing shit, aren't we?
That's right. We share shit. And we have people that share our shit. We call them shit sharers.
We do. And I was
them.
thinking I got the right list here. Yep, I think this is the list. Okay.
She's got a list.
I have little note scribbles everywhere. Yeah. But we had lovely people like Bob J. in Wisconsin, Shannon Y. in West Virginia, Teresa H. in Arizona, Azentha, no, maybe as I don't know how to pronounce it. Sorry. Asenath, that's better. Asenath A. in Texas, Todd F. in California, and Gareth P. in the UK.
In the UK. Worldwide, baby. That's us. That's us. We circle the globe, baby. Blue dots all over the place. It's not just here in the United States. These are people that are concerned about the United States. So, yeah, we've got support around the world, not just this show. We're talking about our country. So, thank goodness for them. Anyway, well, just Thursday. We still got Friday to get through. No telling what's going to happen tomorrow. But I'll be around for a beer and bud. What's that?
As I say, we're going to protest tomorrow.
We're going to protest tomorrow.
National shutdown tomorrow.
National Shutdown Day. That's right. National Shutdown Day. Don't do shit. I plan on doing exactly that. Exactly that. Nothing. And so we'll enjoy a good beer and a good conversation. And then we'll be back here again for another month and start February off, baby. And so until then, take care of yourself, baby. Be careful. Put a smile on your face. Give that shit away. And Yeah, we'll be back here again. Anyway, I love you all. Thank you for all of it, and love you too, Miss Chick. Thank you, Mark, for everything you do. Thank you all for being Blue Dots. I appreciate it tremendously.
Thanks for having us, John, and setting the table so we can come around and blow off some steam.
There you go. I do wish I would bring hors d'oeuvres, though. I mean, come on. I'm just saying. All right. I love y'all. Y'all take care. We'll see you later. Good night, Miss Chick.
Good night, John. Good night, Blue Dot family.